Hi everyone, this is for Sagittarius. We're going to try and sit down and do these cards again. They're right in front of my face. I'm going crazy. Because I have sat down to try and do the last of the zodiac card pulls for days. Like honestly, I've tried for days, and every time I have sat down, something has happened. Something has set the dogs off, or they're playing loudly, or someone knocks at my door, or the phone goes off, or it's just been like one thing after another, to be completely honest. And I've just wanted to sit down and do them. I wanted to sit down and get them done so that you guys know what is going on. But they've just not let me. They have not let me. So hopefully we can get you guys done now. So far we have the Queen of Wands, the Six of Swords, Seven of Wands, and the High Priestess. All reversed, by the way, as well. The first thing I am drawn to on the High Priestess reversed is, I don't know if you can see here, this symbol here. Anyway, that's Mercury. And Mercury is going into retrograde. So I feel like that's an appropriate thing. For those of you that do want a private reading, of course, all the details, as always, are in the description box below. I don't want to bang on too much about it. You know where it is. You're welcome to. I would love to read for you guys. And please do like, share, subscribe. It means the absolute world to me. Let's have a feel. I want a couple more cards. And then, oh my god, we have the King of Cups. He's upright though. Have a little feel as to what is going on. There's a lot of... What I'm really noticing, to be honest, is how many backs are turned here. So I really feel like you are turning your back on situations at the moment. You know, you're really, wow. Okay. All right, Sagittarius. Okay. Let's just move these up. We've got some big cards here. Big movement. Change. Do you know what? The top of the deck I feel is appropriate. I feel like she needs to come down. Anyway. So, Queen of Wands reversed. This for me feels like I've had enough. I've had enough. I'm at my limit. I have given everything. I have nurtured the situation. I have poured my heart and soul into it. Whether this is work or relationships, I do feel there are two camps here. So we could have some for work, some for relationships, maybe both for a very small amount of you. But yeah, you have poured your heart and soul into it. You have worked so hard at trying to progress and trying to get heard as well. I feel like you're not being heard. I feel like you're trying so hard to be vocal and to say, this thing isn't going to work, this needs to change, this needs adjusting, and it's falling on deaf ears. Like, I feel you're being ignored by people that actually don't know better. You're actually I'm digressing, I'm going on to work here, so I'm going to go with it. You're very good at your job, at your work, at what you do. You know your stuff. You're very detail oriented about this. You know what you're talking about, and people who are just winging a prayer in it are making up the rules, and you're going, this will not work for these reasons. And they're just oblivious, and you're getting really frustrated about it, especially because you know it's going to start unraveling, and it's not your fault. You have tried your best to tell them what they need to change. So I feel a lot of frustration here. I feel a lot of like, what am I doing? What is the point? Why am I even still here? For some of you as well, where we have this Six of Swords here, I feel like you will be leaving this situation. You will be walking away from it. I feel like some of you may kind of flip a switch and be like, that's it, I am done, you're not listening, and I'm gone. So again, I said there are two people here, so relationship or work, but I do feel there is a sense of being like, no, that's it. I cannot put myself in this position anymore. and you're choosing peace, you're choosing yourself, and you are walking away from this situation. I feel like you're walking away though with your head held high. You know you have done your part. You have done your best, you have worked hard, and you have nothing to be ashamed of as you walk away. That is definitely what I want to make very, very clear here. You know, we have the Seven of Wands here as well. It feels quite reflective. I feel like it's been a battle. It's been tiring. The battle is done. It is over, and you're kind of looking at the remnants of it. You know, you're looking at the strewn bits of paper and the words that have been said, whether this is in a message. Okay, there are words that have been said that finalize it. To be honest, they're kind of like the nail in the coffin, so to speak. You're like, that's confirmed exactly everything as to why I did not want this anymore. Sorry, I don't know why my lash is like trying to attack me. And then we have the High Priestess reversed here. And as I said, what I was drawn to very much is the fact that we have the Mercury symbol on one of the like candle chalice things. Mercury is obviously the planet of communication. It is Gemini. It is going into retrograde, which means communication can get a little up in the air. Just in the sense of sometimes, especially if we've held on to stuff for so long, it just kind of comes out without much forethought for the form that it's coming out in. So just be a little bit more conscious, be a little bit more aware of your wording here as well. But yeah, so there's communication to be had here as well. I also noticed very much that we have two keys here, a gold and a silver, and I feel like this is very much about choice. This is about choice. This is about, you have the choice to communicate, to fix things, to come back to this situation and to rectify things and continue, which I really don't feel a lot of you are going to do. I feel like this may be a very small amount of you that may do that, and I feel like for the small amount that feel this is the right decision for you, that will work out for the time being as it needs to. For the rest of you, please listen to your intuition and do what you need to do, because for the rest of you, I feel like you're going to choose another path. You're choosing another door. With work as well, I feel like quite a few of you actually are going to be looking at some kind of freelance, some kind of shift in your position to do with your job. Okay, I definitely see a shift to do with your job coming up within this, and it will be by choice. It is a decision that you have made or are making. Okay. What I love is following through from that. We have the King of Cups here. Obviously, Cups is normally a lot to do with emotion, but he is very together. He is a bit more serious when he's upright and facing forward. You know, he's a bit more serious. He's a bit more, he contemplates, he's thinking, he's holding his emotions together. I feel like it's almost like you've had this emotional fire coming out, and especially with the 2-1 cards there, and then we're kind of going, okay, and we're breathing, and we're reviewing, and we're thinking, and we're pulling ourselves together, and we're moving forward. I feel like there's this moment where you're just like, okay, and keep going. So I feel like that energy is coming in for you just to keep moving you forward. Okay. Interesting. Now this 4 of Swords is normally to do with rest, taking time for yourself, recuperating, that kind of thing. Now the one thing I am picking up on here, and again this is not for everyone, please do not, I want to say don't panic, that's this feels like I'm going off on a tangent, but I do feel there is someone, for some of you, where you have a family member, an elderly family member that is unwell, or an uncle as well for someone that is unwell, and there is a passing coming up in July. So please just do be aware of that. But for the rest of you, this is just about going back in yourself, taking that time, taking a breath, you know, refilling your own cup, rejuvenating yourself, having that rest after these battles that you've had to go through, okay? It's also a reminder that sometimes things may seem barren, they may seem fruitless and like you're not getting anywhere. And I feel like again, there's two really strong energies today with Sagittarius. Two really strong energies. So please take whichever message resonates with you here, okay? I feel like for some of you, you're feeling like stuff's, you know, barren, hopeless, you know, there's no point. And for some of you, I feel like it's accurate. You need to trust that, you need to go with that, and you need to know when to move forward, okay? Know when to have your rest, pick yourself back up and move forward. For some of you, I feel like this is much more to do with patience. Now, the patience side of things, I definitely get drawn to relationships with, okay? The other side of that I just spoke about, I feel more work related. This patience is much more to do with relationships. So I do feel like your patience is going to be a little bit tested this month, Sagittarius. I do feel like there's a sense of frustration coming out here. And kind of, again, I've given everything. There is nothing more I can give. I don't want to keep repeating myself. I don't want to keep going around these cycles. So I feel like it's kind of patience with yourself and the situation and the fact that things are kind of still playing out at the moment. Yeah, you've got a lot of heavy energy going on here as well, because we've got the 7 of Cups. So we've got 3 sevens, actually. I didn't even see that. We've got 3 sevens, okay? It's a lot of energy. But yeah, in the 7 of Cups here, you know, decisions. We have so many decisions. We're feeling overwhelmed now. We've kind of gotten inside our head. I feel like we've kind of gone into panic mode a little bit. We've got all these changes that have come up and are coming up, and we've kind of started panicking, and we're kind of going, well, what about this? And just you're throwing thoughts and ideas and situations into the air, quite haphazardly, just kind of panicking and going, which one's going to stick? Which one should I be catching? What about this? Like, would this work better? And your head is swirling with all these thoughts, and it's overwhelming you so much that you can't see what's waiting for you in the background. Like, if you would just stop and breathe and connect with yourself like was being requested, you would notice there's massive castle in the background that is not in the middle of a swamp, okay? So I feel like, yeah, this again is about taking that time to rest, clear your head, come back to yourself and actually listen to yourself. You know, that's what you were doing at the beginning of the month. So start doing it again now, because it served you well. It may feel chaotic. It may feel unrest. It may feel complicated right now, but it's all had purpose. It is all for a reason, and it is all moving you forward. So don't let that hold you back, because your instincts have been right so far, okay? I feel like once we kind of get out of our head here, we're kind of going, okay, there's a storm. There's a storm coming. There's stuff I've got to deal with, and I know it's there. And you know what? Although I feel a little bit anxious about it, I feel ready now. I can do this. I can take this on. I can walk into it with my head held high, and I know the change is coming. Now, as you'll notice as well, we have this lightning. Like, you're aware of these changes coming, okay? And then we have the lightning here in the Tower card, just for like a reference. So I feel like you're going to be aware this change is coming. You're going to be aware that it's kind of that unsettled feeling we get before everything is about to change. You know, because change is scary. Of course it is. Like, let's not be daft. What is going on here? Sorry. You know, of course change is scary, but you're aware of this change coming now, and you are feeling more ready for it. It is a positive thing. Do you know why? Because it is helping you with the Chariot reversed to move away from things that no longer serve you. They do not hold power over you anymore. This is your freedom. This is your escape. This is your chance. So yeah, there is definitely a freedom, fast moving pace here that's really needed and very refreshing, and it's leading you to this Queen of Swords energy, which I love. She is upright, she is in her power, you know, she's holding her sword high. She's like, I have done battle and I am here and I am worthy and I know what I'm talking about. So I really feel like this is a case of you're gonna be like sitting in your power a lot more. Actually, I'm gonna pick these. You're gonna be sitting in your power a lot more, and it's a really beautiful thing. Okay. I love it when they confirm stuff. It makes me so happy. So this card just jumped out at me here. This is liberation. This is breaking free from negative attachment and moving forward into a brand new future. So this is freedom. This is peace. This is change. So yeah, I'm really excited actually for you. Like, I know this all seems quite heavy. It's quite up and down, but overall it is freeing you so that you can actually start embracing yourself and stepping into this immense power that you have within yourself to change. There is some really cool change coming up for you. It's gonna feel like your world's being a little bit rocked by, you know, the foundations are shifting, but it's so that you can walk away from things that don't serve you anymore and walk towards things that lift you higher. So I hope this resonates. This is a really beautiful reading, Sagittarius. I'm so happy. So I hope you're happy and I hope it resonates with you. Please do, as I said, like, share, subscribe. It means the world to me. And, you know, leave a comment, chat below. It'd be lovely to talk to you. And I will speak to you all very, very soon. Bye.